Number 16, Marcos Chantel. Number 17, Dominic Francis. Number 19, Douglas Dos Santos. Number 15, B.J. Number 8, Giago Freitas. Number 5, Leo. Number 2, Brad Kerstetter. Number 23, Bruno Ramos. Number 4, Danny Caprima. Wearing number 3, Ben Pardue. Number 22, Tyler Swazian. And Ryan Say. And now your head coaching staff, assistant coaches Lester Felician and Gino DeFlorio. And your Harrisburg head coach, Denison Cabral. Ladies and gentlemen, if everyone would please rise, and gentlemen remove cover for the playing of our national anthem. Our national anthem and other songs are brought to you by the Outlet Shops in Gettysburg. Tonight, our national anthem is being performed by the Central Pennsylvania's Women's Chorus. Your Harrisburg
back with you from Harrisburg, Pennsylvania, and the New Holland Large Arena, Fremont Mortgage Field. The Harrisburg Heat taking on the Florida Tropics. Florida coming into this contest at 7-6. They got to sit back and relax and watch last night's Baltimore victory over Harrisburg. The Heat have slipped to 5-11. They're slumping, and they need to break out of it very quickly because this season is almost getting away from them. They have all but pretty much got to win out to have a chance at the playoffs. Most of these remaining games within the East be with Florida, Syracuse. The Heat are done with Baltimore, but the other teams still have some games with them. Starting in net, Peter Sliwa, 6-3 with a 6.30. Goals against average, Hugo Silva, 5-9, 6.25. Goals against average. The Heat wearing the white uniforms. And Florida in the orange. Freddie Mugin will start things off coming into this game with 12 goals on the season. Starting for the Heat, Brad Kerstetter, Marcus Chantel, Thiago, Ricardinho, and Neto. Neto, the only goals last night, 2 of those. He's got 11 on the season. Ball immediately sent down towards the Heat goal. And Thiago having some problems getting it out because a header from Chantel. Comes back down in, and Mugin trying to get on it. Chantel now double teamed in the corner, taps it over to Hugo, who sends it up the middle of the field. Sent back the other way. On the left side, shot and a save. Salas putting one down, looking for that right corner, but Hugo right there to fall on it. Kerstetter sends it out to the neutral zone. Along the near side, Tropics on it again. Salas works down, long shot, far post, goal. Far post right there, Dieguez, and Ricardo Dieguez able to finish it off. He's got 16 goals on the season now, and the Tropics come out hot. Time of the goal, 50 seconds of the first. Dieguez from Salas, and Salas just went a rip from outside the yellow at the left point, and on the right post was Dieguez to finish it off. He's got 16 on the season. It's 1-0 in favor of Florida. Ball sent down into the corner for the Heat. They're trying to keep it in that zone. Comes all the way back at midfield. Leo Duarte back to Hugo. Hugo's going to chip it all the way down, headed to the middle by Texera. No one there, but it comes out to Dominic Francis trying to weave through traffic on the far side. This is a fresh Florida team. Again, they got to watch last night's game. And the Heat losing last night 4-2. Shot on Hugo. He'll trap it along the post. And the Heat with the ball. Hugo taking his time, bringing it out towards the yellow line. He'll send it all the way down to the right side. Neto sending it around the glass to the opposite side. Ricardinho running it down. He's double teamed in the corner. Keeps control. Ref goes down. Ball played out to the point. Out to the neutral zone. And here comes a little run for the Tropics down the right side. Sent to the middle. Comes over to the left side. And a shot wide by Schlemper. Comes back out to the neutral zone. They'll set things up again along the near boards. Lucas Montclaris to the near side, Texera. Keep in mind, he got 2 Texeras out there on the field, one for each team. will go more with Lucas Teixeira. It's Val Teixeira plays for the Heat. Teixeira playing it all the way back. Sliwa dumping it down to the left side. Cleared back out by Chantel to the neutral zone. Ricardinho comes up with it, leaving it for Elmo Neto. He'll play it back to Chiago. Ball sent down along the far boards. Back to the keeper, sent back out to the neutral zone. Here comes another run for the Tropics. They've got an overlap down the near side with Franca. They'll work it around out front. Arico trying to clear it out was Kerstetter, but it bounced back to the middle and luckily not into the net. Teixeira will go off. Florida quickly changing up. Salas will send it over to the far side. Rodriguez back to the keeper. Sliwa will send it all the way down into the left corner. Working there is Dieguez, but Hugo comes up with it. Far side Kerstetter back to Hugo. He'll chip it all the way over 3 lines. 3-line violation. Florida's going to get a center point of the yellow line. 10:59 to go here in the first. 1-0 Florida. Nice Saturday night crowd on hand here. Ball played over to the right side. And a shot there blocked by Kerstetter. Comes back out to the neutral zone. On Claire's. Center circle. Gets it back to the near side. Long pass over to the far side. Salas. Along the boards in front of his bench. Rodriguez. He'll try sending it forward, but good defense at the top of the arc by Chantel, able to clear it out and then gets it back. Chantel back to Hugo. Far side, Ricardinho working it around. Now Chiago to the near side. Dos Santos and Chiago. Chiago's going to dribble it out of traffic, sends it up the middle, poked around. Neto has it, turned, shoots, score! Elmo Neto. Time of the goal, 5 minutes and 3 seconds. Neto had 2 last night. Chiago kept it alive, got it to Neto, turn shot. Looked like it may have deflected a little bit off of Rodriguez, but give Chiago the assist. And we're tied at 1. Elmo Neto, his 12th of the season. They do give Chiago the assist, which they should. Now we're tied at 1. Here comes Val Teixeira. He'll guard the ball in the neutral zone, back for Dos Santos. Neto, so deadly with that foot. Whether he's coming straight onto the ball or in that situation there, turning the body and shooting. Just a wicked shot. Had a lot of juice behind that, even though it skipped off a Florida player into the net. Here comes Dos Santos down the right side. Top of the arc, Chiago lets it go. The left side shot, just wide for Brad Kerstetter. That was actually Danny DePrima there near at the top of the arc. Leo will send it back. The Heat will change up. Now Chiago on it again with Chantel in the back. Dominic Francis over to Chiago, left point. Looking to get it back to Francis, but just a little bit too far in front. Has to catch up to it in the right corner. Florida getting it out. We welcome those of you in Florida, the Lakeland and Orlando areas, Tampa, watching us on MASL YouTube network here, the Harrisburg Heat Soccer Network. Glad to have you along. These two teams will battle it out again back in Florida. That's coming up on Friday, February the 9th. at the RP Funding Center. So you Florida fans, get your tickets for that game. In the meantime, Neto gets wiped out of midfield. Play continues on. Salas on it. Setting it up the middle, and again, intercepted by Danny DePrima. He'll get it back along the near boards. Out for Chantel, but he'll keep it into Hugo. 8:15 to go in the first, tied at 1. Hugo on it, playing it all the way down the near side. Danny DePrima near the yellow. Neutral far side pass over to Ricardinho. He'll play it down to the left side. Neto posting up, leaves it. Ricardinho's shot skips off of a Florida player. That was Coutinho. It'll be a corner kick coming up for the Heat when we come back from this break. 7:56 to go in the first. Tied at 1, Harrisburg and Florida. Back on the Heat Soccer Network.
Founded in 2004, Dacio Office Solutions is a locally owned, authorized Toshiba copier dealership with offices located all over central Pennsylvania. To be successful like the Heat, you need teamwork. To be successful in real estate, you need Chris Timmons of Team Pete Realty. If you are buying, selling, or investing, Chris offers the knowledge, experience, and marketing strategies to assure success. Call Chris today at 717-585-4526 or Chris the Realtor for you at gmail.com. From Times Square to your local community, from local sports to international conventions, Invika has changed the broadcast and video landscape, bringing professional quality and service to organizations across the globe. Through professional, college level, and local sports, festivals, competitions, parades, and telethons, conferences, and commercials, Invika is bringing the power of video to more people and markets than ever before. Have a project you need covered? Check out our website for more information. Invika, providing affordable HD video solutions. Freedmont Mortgage helps you minimize stress in the home purchase process and helps you make the absolute right decision. Freedmont Mortgage has set the standard for trust, honesty, and integrity in the industry for nearly 2 decades. As one of the oldest licensed mortgage firms in the Mid-Atlantic area, they have the experience and the reputation to assist homeowners and home buyers in a variety of situations.
Left corner, Chiago plays it out front. Shot poked up and out of play by Douglas Dos Santos. Didn't hit it just right. Instead got away from it. A restart here. Midfield, big battle going on alongside the boards between Salas and Neto. In the meantime, it's the Tropics with the ball. Salas again coming up with it, trying to work forward, getting down the corner. Dos Santos trying to clear it out, can't. Trying to pop it free and still losing another shot blocked by Douglas Dos Santos. Took that one in the midsection while a couple Florida players are down. So this will be a I need to suck some air break right now, as Dos Santos had one of those moments last night, taking a shot to the midsection. Well, we remind you the Harrisburg Heat have 2 final home regular season games coming up in February. I want to see you out here at the Farm Show Arena. Friday, February 23rd against this Florida team again, and Saturday, February 24th against Syracuse. Restart coming up for Florida. Left point. Salas will approach, pulls the trigger. That's blocked by Neto. Gets it back in the corner. Shot saved as Hugo holds on. Hugo, long pass down, getting it to Dominic Francis. Moves towards the middle at the yellow, but has it busted up. Sent back down to the near side. Tap forward. Douglas Dos Santos comes away with it. And here come the Heat with a 3-on-2. They've got numbers. Dos Santos down the middle, pulls the trigger, save. Comes over to Neto. He'll shoot it, and it gets deflected wide. Ball loose on the right side. Leo on it, but he can't control it. Comes back out. Dos Santos will set it up out at center circle to Ricardinho. Ball comes all the way back to the keeper, Hugo. 6:44 to go in the first. 1-1 our score. Chantel is on it. He'll work forward. Now Kerstetter. Far side Brad will take it across midfield. Val Texera. Onto the near side. DePrima's going to send it all the way back. Again to Hugo. Ball dumped all the way down to Val Texera. They'll do a retirement ceremony for him on the final home game, February 24th. DePrima on it, neutral zone. Kerstetter, the Heat, attacking a little bit more feverishly than they did last night against Baltimore, although the Blast really know how to defense the zone and push out. Thiago, center point. Chantel, his shot gets deflected off the back of Mujin and out of play. It'll be a corner kick coming up here for the Heat. Thiago to restart, chips it, opposite side, Neto shot, kick save, Sliwa. Ball sent back out to the neutral zone and all the way back down to the near boards and out of play. It'll be a kick in for the Heat. 5:35 to go in the first. Heat with a lot of extra passing last night, not enough shooting. The ball shot wide there. You talk to the coaches and they'll tell you these guys are trying to make the perfect pass sometimes. And sometimes you don't need the perfect pass. Just get it forward, dump it, shoot it, bounce it in. Let some things happen on their own down on the inside. But you've got to get it down to the inside. Handball out in the neutral zone. Schlemper got the hand up, inadvertent handball, but either way it's the Heat ball. Hugo on it outside the yellow line. He'll dump it all the way down into the corner. Neto on it there. Falls down, keeps control, moves toward the wing, gets pressure from behind. Sliwa knocks it down with a foot, plays it back over on the far boards. Here's Danny DePrima. Chantel lets it go and comes all the way back to Hugo onto the near side, Dos Santos. Hugo's going to dump it down into the corner, headed along the glass to the far side. Chantel knocks it to the opposite side. Sliwa goes all the way over there, trying to guard it with Ricardinho on him. Goes out of play. It'll be a kick in at the top of the arc for the Heat. So the restart here coming up. Good pressure by the Heat. Thiago comes over, now Ricardinho, left side Francis, but they played it back a little bit too much on the passing, and Neto just has to hold it over on the far boards. Near side, Thiago, out in center circle, he'll leave it, Dos Santos. He'd have been banged up heading into this weekend. A lot of injuries taking their toll in December and early January. Up on the far boards, Tropics come up with a steal. Down the far side, they try bringing it. Look out, here comes Neto. Left side, one-on-one. Sliwa gets a piece of it, still loose along the left side boards, but the Tropics get back and clear it. Great opportunity there. Almost gave it away that time to Neto, who hobbles off a little gimpy to the bench. Falling down out near midfield. I believe that's Ty Hill. 3:14 to go in the first. It was. In the neutral zone. Franca giving it back to Sliwa. A Tropic netminder getting pressure again. Getting dangerous with it, but a long pass up. A little spin move up on the far side for Hill. Hugo sends it back out to the neutral zone. Thiago can't get to it, but Texera's going to make a run. Down that left side, Val moves in left side, shot save. Great on Sliwa. Tied at 1. Franca sends it over to the far side. Heat pushing up, trying to keep that ball in the corner or in that Florida zone. They'll work it around. Danny DePrima running, gets tripped up. That'll be a foul against the Tropics and a restart coming up at the left point of the Florida zone. So the Heat going with DePrima, Kerstetter, Ricardinho, Leo, and we've got someone down on the far post. On the backside as DePrima will restart. And they want to talk about it. So they're going to take that timeout. We'll step out. 2:29 to go in the first. Tied at 1 here on the Heat Soccer Network.
Trusted Property Group helps customers sell their home or purchase a home for investment through superior customer service. Want to heat up your next event? JP Lilly has been your hometown audio, video, and lighting partner since 1928. With industry-leading equipment and service, you'll win every time. JP Lilly, transforming ideas into experience. Founded in 2004, Dacio Office Solutions is a locally owned, authorized Toshiba copier dealership with offices located all over central Pennsylvania. To be successful like the Heat, you need teamwork. To be successful in real estate, you need Chris Timmons of Team Pete Realty. If you are buying, selling, or investing, Chris offers the knowledge, experience, and marketing strategies to assure success. Call Chris today at 717-585-4526 or Chris the Realtor for you at gmail.com.
Back in the Farm Show Arena, John Wills back with you. He trying to draw up a play here. Dennison Cabral and Gino DeFlorio, the assistant coach, and Lester Felician, assistant coach, in there with this group of guys. They're going to go this time with Dominic Francis, Danny DePrima, Val Texera, Ricardinho, and Chiago on the restart here. Restart from the left side, Chiago. He'll approach a two-man wall to the center. Ricardinho with a shot and a kick save by Sliwa. Kept alive, though, by Francis, but cleared all the way back down to the Heat zone. Hugo's going to get to it first, but he'll send it up the middle of the field. Nice job by Chiago to deflect it over to the corner. Texera on it, left wing boards, plays it back out to the neutral zone to Chantel, getting pressure and gave it away, but luckily able to guard the player. Now Chiago has it, top of the arc. Tries getting the shot off. Now Texera does. It's blocked. Chiago wasted a little bit too much time holding that ball. Allowed Florida to get back. He'll take one here and put this one up high and out of play. Chiago has certainly had a great season in the assist column. 23 assists for the Harrisburg Heat as Hugo knocks one down from Salas. Ball sent down along the near side, cleared back out of play, far side. By the way, the Farm Show Arena here at the New Holland Arena, normally put down, the field is normally put down on dirt. But they've got the auto show going on right now. They've got the outdoor show coming up here in the coming weeks. They removed all of the dirt out, so the field is actually put down flat on concrete. Not much of a different bounce, but the field is a lot smoother and flatter. Here's a restart. Top of the arc for Florida. Shot. Save. Hugo. Great positioning there. Knew where that ball could only come to. Had himself there and blocked it. Loose ball out in the neutral zone. Pereira losing it. Dos Santos comes up with it. Dominic Francis slowing up a little at midfield. Appears to be okay. Sliwa playing it over on the far side, gets it back. 1:10 to go in the first, tied at 1. Ball dumped down into the left corner. Chantel doing a nice job guarding Dieguez there. Loose ball though in the box, back to Dieguez, he'll shoot, he'll score! Ricardo Dieguez gets it and is able to finish it off. Let's take a look at it here. It deflected to the middle. Yep. And he just got it back. Time of the goal, 14:02. The assist will go to Schlemper.
Let's go, Heat! Let's go, Heat!
The second goal of the game for Dieguez, his 17th of the season, makes it 2-1 in favor of Florida. Texera plays out in the neutral zone. Leo with a shot gets blocked. Hugo having a hard time. Now dumps it all the way down to the other end, and it takes a hard bounce and goes out of play. Restart coming up for the Tropics. Rodriguez playing into the opposite side. Back to Sliwa, back to Rodriguez. He'll work it around. Marco Rodriguez back to his keeper, back up the middle to Rodriguez. Rodriguez just outside the yellow line, tapping it forward, then losing it. Thiago trying to come up with it. Now taps it over to Val Texera. And the Heat will play it back to Kerstetter and try to get a little control. 3 seconds to go in the quarter. Hugo long shot. We've played one here in Harrisburg. Florida Tropics 2, Harrisburg Heat 1. Back with the second quarter after this on YouTube and the Heat Soccer Network.
Founded in 2004, Dacio Office Solutions is a locally owned, authorized Toshiba copier dealership with offices located all over central Pennsylvania. To be successful like the Heat, you need teamwork. To be successful in real estate, you need Chris Timmons of Team Pete Realty. If you are buying, selling, or investing, Chris offers the knowledge, experience, and marketing strategies to assure success. Call Chris today at 717-585-4526 or Chris the Realtor for you at gmail.com. From Times Square to your local community, from local sports to international conventions, Invicta has changed the broadcast and video landscape, bringing professional quality and service to organizations across the globe. Through professional, college level, and local sports, festivals, competitions, parades, and telethons, conferences, and commercials, Invicta is bringing the power of video to more people and markets than ever before. Have a project you need covered? Check out our website for more information. Invicta, providing affordable HD video solutions. Freedmont Mortgage helps you minimize stress in the home purchase process and helps you make the absolute right decision. Freedmont Mortgage has set the standard for trust, honesty, and integrity in the industry for nearly 2 decades. As one of the oldest licensed mortgage firms in the Mid-Atlantic area, they have the experience and the reputation to assist homeowners and home buyers in a variety of situations. Trusted Property Group helps customers sell their home or purchase a home for investment through superior customer service. Want to heat up your next event? JP Lilly has been your hometown audio, video, and lighting partner since 1928. With industry-leading equipment and service, you'll win every time. JP Lilly, transforming ideas into experience.
Well, the Harrisburg Heat's next game, Saturday, February 23rd. Make that Friday, February 23rd, not Saturday, February 23rd. That's a mistake there on our graphic. Friday, February 23rd, Florida Tropics at 7:35. Harrisburg's going right to left to start this second quarter. John Wilsbach with you in Harrisburg. Glad to have you along on YouTube with the MASL. Check out MASLsoccer.com. All your updates, stats, news, and information. Only one other game tonight in the MASL, Tacoma and Sonora. Heat with the ball back in her own end. Douglas Dos Santos getting it to Hugo. He'll send it up the field. Far side, Ricardinho trying to come up with it, trying to make that run. Now moving across the yellow, gets bumped down. It'll be a foul on Montclair's.
14-16, second period. Harrisburg, let's make some noise!
Restart coming up outside the yellow line. Ricardinho plays at center point to Prima down the slot wide. Cleared to the side by the Tropics, and A long pass up the near side. Got a sprinting Orico over to the right wing. Shot right on Hugo. He'll hold quickly. Fire it back the other way. He's got Neto waiting for it. Right around the left wing. Moving, holding, tries passing, block, gets it back, sends it back out to the neutral zone, and now Leo Duarte will set it up with the help of Chiago. Chiago just kind of backpedaling. 2-1 is our score after the first quarter. Hugo taking his time. Looking, pushing up toward midfield, dumping it down toward the corner. Takes a weird bounce off the glass and cleared back up the field for the Tropics. They'll work it around. Back outside the yellow line. Nugent playing it down along the near boards to Rodriguez. Franco will send it all the way back to Guilherme Dos Santos. Ball sent up to the Heat zone. Takes a weird bounce, and Hugo has to wait for the ball and then gets it back. Hugo taking his time. Getting it to Chiago. Long pass down to the near boards. Neto out for Chiago. He'll move in. Top of the arc. Cleared back out. Brought back in. Cleared back out again. Trying to get it to Hill. Now Franca. Now Leo Duarte getting it to Thiago Freitas. Thiago circling around, getting it to Dos Santos. Sending it all the way back to Hugo. 2-1 Florida early here in the second. Sent down, bicycle kick by Neto. Didn't get all of it. And Sliwa was right there to block it off. Up along the near side, Teixeira for Florida, sending it all the way down into the right corner. Tropics again leaving it, bouncing one off the boards. Coutinho, and then shot up out of play. Going to be a free kick coming up for the Harrisburg Heat. 11:16 to go in the second. Dieguez with both goals for the Tropics. Thiago with it, playing it back for Hugo. He'll send it all the way down to the left side, and too high over the boards, out of play. Heat with the ball just outside the yellow line. Hugo sending it over to the far side. A little tripping by Ricardinho. Nope. Oh, that's going to be against Bruno Ramos. And another one kicked out of play. So it'll be a goal kick. Here's Dieguez. He's got 2 goals. Hugo restarting things. He'll play it up the middle of the field. Neto trying to get to it, but quickly knocked back the other way by Florida's Dos Santos. Here comes a little run again. Ricardinho trying to make the pass, but again, Tropics cutting off the passing lanes. Douglas Dos Santos sending it down. Intercepted by Marco Rodriguez. He'll play it back. Sliwa. Rodriguez. Back for Schlemper. Now Florida will clear it up the field. Look out. Long pass down Neto. One-on-one with Sliwa there, but he got out in time before he could settle it and turn. That was a nice long pass. Hugo has it now. Leo leaving it for Thiago Dos Santos. Along the near boards, bodies flying. Thiago trying to get up, trying to get control. Cannot. Dos Santos able to clear it back out far side. It'll be a kick in coming up for the Harrisburg Heat with 9:03 to go in the second. The Heat were away from the farm show here for over a month. Then they'll be back home again at the end of February, 23rd and 24th. Ball sent down to the left wing boards. Out to the neutral zone. Thiago. Over to the far side, Kerstetter. He'll play it all the way back to Hugo at the yellow line. Heat changing up one player at a time. DePrima dumping it down to the left corner. Kerstetter knocks it off the glass, but no one around to do anything with the carom. DePrima keeps it alive, pokes it, gets it back, shoots it up, and just over the crossbar, out of play for Danny DePrima. Product of Northern High School down in the Dillsburg area of York County. Played a few seasons ago in Harrisburg for the Heat, then went to the outdoor with the City Islanders. Now back here with the indoor game. Restart coming up. That ball was touched. It'll be a corner kick coming up for Thiago left side. And Ricardinho's shot is blocked. Brought out of traffic by Pereiras. He'll play it over to the far side. Tropics on it. To the near side. They'll play it back behind him again, behind midfield. Teixeira sending it down to the right side. Around the boards, Hugo can't hold on, but it's still loose in the corner. And Neto's able to come out with it. Loose ball out in the neutral zone. And here comes a little run down that left side. Coutinho sends it around. Brought back out. Ricardinho. Nope, make that Thiago on it. Kerstetter trying to calm things down. Gets it over to Hugo. Long pass by Hugo. Down along the near boards. Tyler Fabian looking for the far post. Comes back out. And the shot to the middle is deflected back out to the neutral zone. Bruno Ramos on it. Along the near side, Ramos. Hugo. Now Dos Santos near side midfield. 6:30 to go in the second. 2-1 Florida.
Let's go,
Hugo taking his time, looking to get someone open, but sends it right down, and Sliwa grabs on right alongside the box. Florida in control again. Ball played toward the middle. Douglas Dos Santos guarding it. Long pass down the near side. Here comes Elmo Neto. One-on-one. Moves the top of the arc. Pulls the trigger just wide right. Knocked down on the far side. Ramos with a shot, and that's blocked. Cleared back out by the Tropics. Diegas. Long pass down. Left side. Good fake toward the top of the box, but the ball getting away. Sure that was Mujin down there. Someone cut to the inside and just could not get to it. 5:20 to go in the second, 2-1. Florida. Here's Ricardinho with a shot, and that's blocked. Cleared back out once again by Schlemper. Brought back in by the Heat on the far side. Putting a lot of pressure on Rodriguez. Gets free. Trying to center it. Knocked hard off the glass out to the neutral zone. Foot race between Hall and Kerstetter, but Kerstetter got there first. Ricardinho again as teams change up. Ricardinho left point. Center point. Kerstetter with a blast up and out of play. We've got timeout. 4:47 to go in the second. Our scores, Florida 2, Harrisburg 1. Back on the Heat Soccer Network.
Founded in 2004, Dacio Office Solutions is a locally owned, authorized Toshiba copier dealership with offices located all over central Pennsylvania. To be successful like the Heat, you need teamwork. To be successful in real estate, you need Chris Timmons of Team Pete Realty. If you are buying, selling, or investing, Chris offers the knowledge, experience, and marketing strategies to assure success. Call Chris today at 717-585-4526 or Chris the Realtor for you at gmail.com. From Times Square to your local community, from local sports to international conventions, Invicta has changed the broadcast and video landscape, bringing professional quality and service to organizations across the globe. Through professional, college level, and local sports, festivals, competitions, parades, and telethons, conferences, and commercials, Invicta is bringing the power of video to more people and markets than ever before. Have a project you need covered? Check out our website for more information. Invicta, providing affordable HD video solutions.
Welcome back to Harrisburg. Here's Clay Roberts, head coach for the Florida Tropics in his second season. Great guy. Used to cover him when I was the announcer for the Philadelphia Kicks and won a championship there in 2007. His wife Darcy was the vice president of internal operations down there. Probably watching. Hello to her. Love to have Philadelphia come back into this league. Love to get a team back in Philadelphia. Here's a shot up and out of play. Clay last night joined us at halftime. He mentioned how a lot of the guys got together recently down in Philly. Talked about celebrating that championship from 2007. Here's Elmo Neto. Playing it toward the top of the arc. Francis on it. Trying to poke it forward, but it's poked right back out to the neutral zone by Salas. He gets tied up along the near boards. It's a foul on Chiago. Free kick coming up. Tropics on the restart. Teixeira leaving out in the neutral zone. Coutinho all the way back to the yellow line. Dos Santos there for the Tropics. Teixeira trying to get it down into the left corner. Little push foul. And Mujin got caught. So a free kick coming up for the Heat. Chantel will restart. Fires it up the middle of the field. Intercepted now by Chiago near center circle. He'll turn and play it back behind him to Neto. Ricardinho make that Leo to the near side, Chiago. Ball dumped down by Hugo, trying to get it to Neto. Play it off the chest. He gets double teamed. His pass gets intercepted. And it's cleared back out by Arico. All the way up to Hugo. He tries sending it the other way. Salas comes up with it. Now Franca. Ball dumped back into the Florida zone. Franca trying to get rid of it, but kept alive by Ricardinho in the corner. He'll try spinning, turning. Ball goes to the opposite side at the right point. Kerstetter running it down, but plays it back out. Look out, here comes Leo Duarte, but he gave it away. Long pass forward. Hugo's going to get to it before Salas. Hugo up at center circle. Ricardinho. Now Thiago moves in. Left point. Still working at top of the arc. Cleared back the other way for a 3-line violation against Florida. They thought that it got also touched by the Heat. I disagree, but it's a 3-line violation on the call. So the restart coming up, center point of the yellow line. Thiago or Ricardinho? Ricardinho trying to kind of overstep the ball, do a little fancy footwork. And a bad restart opportunity there as comes all the way back to Hugo. Along the near side, Leo Duarte. Hugo dumping it down. Leo Duarte on it. Midfield, Kerstetter. Francis. On to the near side to Prima. Far side, Francis. Tries passing forward to Fabian, but it gets blocked. Now, the Prima will send it back again. Kerstetter near midfield, leaving it for Hugo. Chantel comes off the bench to take control, leaving it for Neto. Now Kerstetter. 2-1 Tropics. Minute 20 to go here in the first half. Hugo with the ball outside the yellow line. Now over to the far side. Chantel. Back for Hugo. Thiago steps in left point. Does a nice little move and megs the defender, but unable to get a shot off. Tropics have it again with 38 seconds to go here in the half. Sliwa takes it over to the far side. Playing it up the middle. Along the near boards, long pass by Schlemper. Over to the left point. Right side shot, goal! Schlemper, top right side of the arc. Gets the pass from over on that far side and finishes it off. Hugo may have been partially screened as well. We'll take a look at it. Douglas dos Santos was there trying to get a piece of it. Hugo also had to watch that opposite post with Ty Hall hanging out. Time of the goal, 14:38. Number 4 there on your screen. Raphael Schlemper. 7th goal of the season. Makes it 3-1 for Florida. Pass goes down into the left corner. Still loose, knocking it around. Tropics come away with it again. Up for Franca, trying to make a little run. Moves top of the arc, shot blocked by Dos Santos. Long one from the neutral zone, and that will do it. We have reached halftime here in Harrisburg. The Harrisburg Heat offense just anemic the last 2 nights. at the half. Florida 3, Harrisburg 1. Stay tuned, the halftime show coming up here on the Heat Soccer Network.
Founded in 2004, Dacio Office Solutions is a locally owned, authorized Toshiba copier dealership with offices located all over central Pennsylvania. To be successful like the Heat, you need teamwork. To be successful in real estate, you need Chris Timmons of Team Pete Realty. If you are buying, selling, or investing, Chris offers the knowledge, experience, and marketing strategies to assure success. Call Chris today at 717-585-4526 or Chris the Realtor for you at gmail.com. From Times Square to your local community, from local sports to international conventions, Invicta has changed the broadcast and video landscape, bringing professional quality and service to organizations across the globe. Through professional, college level, and local sports, festivals, competitions, parades, and telethons, conferences, and commercials, Invicta is bringing the power of video to more people and markets than ever before. Have a project you need covered? Check out our website for more information. Invicta, providing affordable HD video solutions. Freedmont Mortgage helps you minimize stress in the home purchase process and helps you make the absolute right decision. Freedmont Mortgage has set the standard for trust, honesty, and integrity in the industry for nearly 2 decades. As one of the oldest licensed mortgage firms in the Mid-Atlantic area, they have the experience and the reputation to assist homeowners and home buyers in a variety of situations. Trusted Property Group helps customers sell their home or purchase a home for investment through superior customer service. Want to heat up your next event? JP Lilly has been your hometown audio, video, and lighting partner since 1928. With industry-leading equipment and service, you'll win every time. JP Lilly, transforming ideas into experience.
Welcome back. We are in Harrisburg. John Wilsbach with you at halftime, 3-1. The Florida Tropics leading the Harrisburg Heat. We'll run down the scoring for you in a little bit. Always great at halftime to welcome back one of our guests, the former editor of the Great Indoors newsletter and indoor soccer historian Rich Pichetti, joining us a little bit here at halftime. And Rich, welcome back to Harrisburg.
Well, Johnny, it's always a pleasure to be here. I've been coming here since '91, and it's always good to come back to a place where I feel at home.
Well, you know, a lot of folks don't realize how devoted of an indoor fan you had been over the years and your coverage. You were with the Canton Invaders as public relations director, did some radio for them. You did some stuff with Detroit as well.
Yeah, with the Waza for one season. With the Invaders, I also worked with Operation Goal, the American Indoor Soccer League for 4 years. So it was a lot of sweat, blood, sweat, and tears, but the at times the payoff was worth it.
Yeah. You, but one of the biggest things is you have seen the rise and fall of many teams in indoor soccer.
More than a few.
You have been around to almost all the cities over all these years, haven't you?
Pretty much. I've covered most of them, except the obvious teams, Mexico and Edmonton. But the game is what it's. Will it get back to where it was in 1984 and 85? Probably not, but water seeks its own love. I think indoor soccer will find a niche. If the league-wide can average around 4,000 to 5,000 a game, get to the level like double or triple A hockey, I think that's where it's going to be.
When you look at teams like Detroit now playing in the second division of MASL, how important was it for the MASL to establish that type of a division for some cities that have been struggling?
It was a good idea. Unfortunately, it seemed like it was kind of, they've been talking about it for a while, and they only put it together in 2 months. And if you put it together in 2 months, it could look like it's put together in 2 months. You got some good operations there. Muskegon's probably one of the best. They average about 1,000, 1,200 a game. They've got a good squad that's going to get better. A lot of local players. So it's a good place for them to get their feet wet, and if they can be successfully financially and on the field and at the gate, it's a stepping stone for the future.
It is. It is. Now, as a historian in the indoor game, you have compiled thousands and thousands of stats.
Ask my roommates, they'll tell you.
these are from day one of
Right.
indoor soccer, goals and
Sure,
assists and keepers and every player.
Yeah, my associate Mike Sanders and I have been putting together for the last several years an indoor soccer compendium, if you want to call it. It's become, unfortunately, an obsession. I was on vacation in November visiting my parents down in Georgia, and I took a swing down to Jacksonville, Florida for a day, just so I can dig up clippings on a team called the Jacksonville Generals that played in the AISA for 6 games in 1988, the year before the Impact started.
Right.
I find myself more and more delving into microfilm and old newspapers and old clippings just to see what the game was back then and try to standardize the way things are presented.
And have you put this into a full book binder type thing?
It's getting there. We're not exactly sure what it's going to look like yet. I've got electronic format, a lot of my stats. Again, my associate Mike Sanders was in Cleveland near me. He is in the process of keying in all the stat sheets he's got in a standardized format. So what it looked like in 1970 will look the same way in 2018.
Yeah. All right, before I let you go, all the cities you've been to in all these years, which is your favorite indoor soccer, or was your favorite indoor soccer city?
Well, that's like asking me.
Some may not have a team anymore.
Who is my favorite child, you know? I love coming here. I was telling a friend of mine down in the stands that for a couple years in the early 90s, I drove from Cleveland 8-10 times a year to see Heat games. I love coming here. I used to love going to Baltimore a lot. When I lived at home in New York, I'd take a 3.5-hour drive to Baltimore. I loved going to Wichita. I try to find something good in every place I go to. I miss coming to Harrisburg. I miss the funnel cakes. they were worth a couple minutes of your life to stand online to wait for, but it's just a great place to watch indoor soccer. It's a great building, and I think you should come out and see it. If you haven't been, give it a shot. I mean, I think you'll like what you see out here. It's good soccer, a lot of local players. You can bring your family and for less than $100 and enjoy an evening's out. Professional sports. You can't say it with too many professional sports anymore.
No.
But for $100, you can come out and get seats 3 rows in the field and watch the game and up close.
That's right. Well, we appreciate you stopping by. Always great seeing you, spending a few minutes with us. We look forward to seeing that finished product one of these days of all the stats of indoor soccer.
I'll be waiting for the paychecks to come through, John.
Okay. Rich Bichetti, our guest here at halftime, 3-1. Florida leading the Harrisburg Heat. We'll come back with your halftime stats after this here on the Heat Soccer Network.
Founded in 2004, Dacio Office Solutions is a locally owned, authorized Toshiba copier dealership with offices located all over central Pennsylvania. To be successful like the Heat, you need teamwork. To be successful in real estate, you need Chris Timmons of Team Pete Realty. If you are buying, selling, or investing, Chris offers the knowledge, experience, and marketing strategies to assure success. Call Chris today at 717-585-4526 or Chris the Realtor for you at gmail.com. From Times Square to your local community, from local sports to international conventions, Invicta has changed the broadcast and video landscape, bringing professional quality and service to organizations across the globe. Through professional, college level, and local sports, festivals, competitions, parades, and telethons, conferences, and commercials, Invicta is bringing the power of video to more people and markets than ever before. Have a project you need covered? Check out our website for more information. Invicta, providing affordable HD video solutions. Freedmont Mortgage helps you minimize stress in the home purchase process and helps you make the absolute right decision. Freedmont Mortgage has set the standard for trust, honesty, and integrity in the industry for nearly 2 decades. As one of the oldest licensed mortgage firms in the Mid-Atlantic area, they have the experience and the reputation to assist homeowners and home buyers in a variety of situations. Trusted Property Group helps customers sell their home or purchase a home for investment through superior customer service. Want to heat up your next event? JP Lilly has been your hometown audio, video, and lighting partner since 1928. With industry-leading equipment and service, you'll win every time. JP Lilly, transforming ideas into experience.
Back at halftime, John Wilsbach with you. Thanks to Rich Pichetti for stopping by and saying hi. The old Canton Invaders, and also helped out for Detroit for a couple seasons. We've seen them all over indoor soccer, at least in my year since 1989, with traveling about. Let's run down the scoring here. First quarter, 50 seconds in. And immediately it's Ricardo Dieguez scoring from Salas. And it made it a 1-0 game. In favor of Florida. And at 5:03, Neto for the Harrisburg Heat. He scored last night twice. He scored this time his 12th of the season from Chiago. That made it 1-1. And at 14:02, Dieguez again, this time from Schlemper. His second of the game and 17th of the season. That made it 2-1. And then at 14:38 of the second, late in that second, Schlemper able to clear the ball out of the zone, hustles up the field, gets the pass back to him just outside the top right side of the arc and rips one bottom left corner. His 7th goal of the season. And Florida right now holding a 3-1 lead, and they also have been playing some good defense, not allowing great opportunities by the Harrisburg Heat in this one. And you've got to give them credit for that. See if we can get any other stats. Right now our stats are showing 9 shots for Florida, 8 for the Harrisburg Heat. No penalties or power plays in that first half. 6 fouls on the Heat, 4 for the Tropics. 2 blocks for the Tropics. No blocks for Harrisburg. Not sure if that stat is correct. But either way, Sliwa's playing well, and Harrisburg's offensive woes have continued from last night, trying to score. And again, this is a must-win situation for the Harrisburg Heat. If they want any small chance of maybe getting into the playoffs, they've got to win out, get some help in so many different ways of Syracuse and Florida getting some losses racked up, but that's going to be tough. Fans, we want to remind you that the only other game tonight is Tacoma and Sonora in the MASL. Check out MASLsoccer.com for all your updates. You fans in Florida, we'll see you down there Friday, February the 9th at the RP Center. RP Funding Center. Friday, February 9th, Harrisburg in Florida. Make sure you go online there and get your tickets on the Tropics website. The Heat will be home Friday, February 23rd against Florida. Here again next month at 7:35, and then Saturday, February 24th, final home game against Syracuse at 7:05. So keep that in mind. I want to tell you about some of our sponsors here in Harrisburg. Mr. G's, the place to go after the game. Mr. G's Sports Bar. No one loves the Heat as much as Mr. G. Everyone loves his food. Post games at Mr. G's. Los Tres Cubanos is the authentic Cuban restaurant and eatery located in Shipoke. They serve up traditional Cuban fare with all the customary Cuban flair. Check them out. One of our fine sponsors. Are you sprained, strained, or broken after some of these snows we've had? Some of you feel like it. You can call 24/7 for orthopedic injury care and advice. See an orthopedic specialist. Avoid the wait of the ER. Orthopedic urgent care without the drama. Proud medical provider of the Harrisburg Heat. Our players train hard 7 days a week. When they get sore, they visit Homza Chiropractic for their adjustments. Homza is the official chiropractor of the Heat. You can go where the pros go. Don't forget to have your kid's birthday party here at the Farm Show New Holland Arena. All kinds of great things. You get a little private party room, autograph session, on-field announcement. Check out harrisburgheat.com for more details. You need the best products and services and office documents. Call Dacio. They service all the Central PA region and have earned a reputation so strong that we made them the official copier company of the Harrisburg Heat. Don't forget Heat merchandise on sale at all home games. Just stop by the fine Harrisburg Heat merchandise booth on the main concourse. Harrisburg Heat have always had some of the best merchandise in the MASL right here in Harrisburg. Coming up, we mentioned February 23rd. It's going to be a mascot game that night. And the 24th, an alumni game and retirement celebration for Val Texera. And the fan club, Harrisburg Heat Fan Club, will be holding its end-of-season banquet on Sunday, February 25th in New Cumberland. See Jerry Hultree on the concourse in the fan club for the end-of-season banquet. And don't forget the Harrisburg Heat players and coaches are hosting soccer clinics prior to each home game. Registration is required. Visit harrisburgheat.com for more information. Teams are taking the field. We'll step out one more time. Our score at the half, 3-1 Florida leading Harrisburg. Back after this on the Heat Soccer Network.
Founded in 2004, Dacio Office Solutions is a locally owned, authorized Toshiba copier dealership with offices located all over central Pennsylvania. To be successful like the Heat, you need teamwork. To be successful in real estate, you need Chris Timmons of Team Pete Realty. If you are buying, selling, or investing, Chris offers the knowledge, experience, and marketing strategies to assure success. Call Chris today at 717-585-4526 or Chris the Realtor for you at gmail.com. From Times Square to your local community, from local sports to international conventions, Invika has changed the broadcast and video landscape, bringing professional quality and service to organizations across the globe. Through professional, college level, and local sports, festivals, competitions, parades, and telethons, conferences, and commercials, Invika is bringing the power of video to more people and markets than ever before. Have a project you need covered? Check out our website for more information. Invika, providing affordable HD video solutions. Freedmont Mortgage helps you minimize stress in the home purchase process and helps you make the absolute right decision. Freedmont Mortgage has set the standard for trust, honesty, and integrity in the industry for nearly 2 decades. As one of the oldest licensed mortgage firms in the Mid-Atlantic area, they have the experience and the reputation to assist homeowners and home buyers in a variety of situations. Trusted Property Group helps customers sell their home or purchase a home for investment through superior customer service. Want to heat up your next event? JP Lilly has been your hometown audio, video, and lighting partner since 1928. With industry-leading equipment and service, you'll win every time. JP Lilly, transforming ideas into experience.
Back at the New Holland Large Arena here at the Farm Show Complex and Fremont Mortgage Field. John Wilsbach with you. Getting set for the second half of action. The Heat offense needs to come to life because they're down 3-1 as we start the third quarter. Florida immediately sends one out of play down along the right side. Again, normally this field is positioned on dirt, but for this weekend, the dirt was removed for other upcoming events here in Harrisburg. Here's a steal. Mugin, shot, blocked, still loose. Chantel comes up with it. He can't clear it out. Florida keeps it alive. Intercepted by Kerstetter. They'll try making a little run down the near side, but the Tropics get on it. Now Ricardinho with it. Playing it back for Chantel. He'll work it down the near boards. Gets knocked along the side. Into the boards, they'll call the foul against the Tropics. Restart. Hugo has it. Trying to dump it down into the corner. Cannot. Now Dos Santos knocks it high in the air. Leo Duarte will send it all the way back to Hugo. Back over to Leo on the far side. Fabian on it near boards. Long pass up over on the far side. Chiago works around the yellow line. Spin moves it back out to the neutral. Then gets it back. Chiago moves in. Pulls the trigger save. Sliwa will hold on.
Let's go, Heat.
Early here in the third, 3-1. All sent out to the neutral zone. Intercepted Dos Santos over onto the far side. His pass, though, dumped down into the corner, and the first one's back. Are the Tropics as Teixeira trying to clear it out. Can't. And Neto tries and it's blocked. Recovered on the near side by Schlemper. Long pass down. Look out left side. Salas shot it just wide. Dos Santos up on the far side to Prima. Working it in traffic, but again, the Tropics buckle down. Come up with it quickly, moving it forward. Down that far side. All cleared all the way up to Val Teixeira. A little room on the right side. Slows up at the point. Crosses it over to the far side. And then the Heat will send it back out to the neutral zone. Leo Duarte leaving it on the right side. Heat working around. Shot, score! Bruno Ramos tickles the twine. What a rip into the upper left corner. That gets the Heat back in this game. Time of the goal. 2 minutes, 14 seconds. Bruno Ramos, look at this shot. Wow. Hit just inside that upper left post with the left foot. And caromed into the net. And the Harrisburg Heat will give the assist. Leo Duarte. So it's 3-2. Florida with the lead. Harrisburg with the ball out in the neutral zone. Bruno Ramos starting to contribute with this Harrisburg Heat team. Nice left foot on that shot. Neutral zone, Chantel, near side Duarte. Leo's going to move it forward, playing it up to the right side. Neto. Back out to Santos. Here's Neto, top of the arc, back out to Santos. Douglas Dos Santos over to Chiago, top of the arc, leaves it. Dos Santos shot, just high and wide. Headed back out to the neutral zone. Heat down by just one. Early here in the third. Hugo's going to chip it all the way down into the left corner of the Florida zone. Montelaris clears it out. Shot on Hugo. Nice save, still loose, top of the box shot, score. Salas able to finish it off. Salas right in the middle. Well, check that, Dieguez. That's the hat trick for him. Ricardo Dieguez. Right at the top of the box. Look at that rip. Left side of the net. Time of the goal, 3 minutes and 54 seconds.
Once again, Lucas Smith and Jude Slugger, please make your way to the field side. Down ramp number 1.
So Dieguez with his third of the game is a team of the season. Montelaris, not sure if he'll get the assist. Not sure who they gave that to. But that gives Florida back a little bit of cushion, making it 4-2. As we have an injured player in Danny DePrima. He's up and okay.
Let's go, Heat. Let's go, Heat.
4-2, Florida. They allowed the Heat to cut it to 1 and then put one back in. Texera to Kerstetter, cleared back out. Chantel got a piece of it in the neutral zone, comes all the way back to Hugo. Chantel on it, back at his own yellow line. Ball sent out again at midfield. Ty Hall trying to get to it. He'll challenge with Hugo, but he hits it out of play. Well, Dieguez has 3 goals in this game. Born in Rio de Janeiro. He had been with the Brownsville Barracudas. Here come the Heat. Thiago trying to I think he was trying to shoot it. He was trying to push it forward to Ricardinho. Left side shot. And a save. That was Freddie Mugin. Thiago able to clear it back out to the neutral zone. Sent back in. Leo trying to guard it from Freddie. But the Tropics keep it alive. Right side, shot wide left. Ball set middle of the box. No one guarding and a heel kick. Freddie Mugin back to the net. Just turns. And puts it in. Watch this move. Sent to the middle of the box. Dos Santos late getting over there. And Mugin knows right where to go with it. Look at that. Right heel, bottom corner. Boy, that's a pretty goal. Time of the goal, 5 minutes and 45 seconds. Pretty for Florida, not for the Heat though. And Mugin, 13th of the season for him, makes it 5-2. Tropics not letting up. Outside the yellow line. Hugo sends it down the corner, takes a hard bounce, and goes right to the keeper, Sliwa. Midway through the third. Still loose. Purdue gets it over to Chantel. The Heat cannot wait till late to get some goals. They've got to do it now. Tyler Fabian will leave it on the near side. Leo on it. Remember, the Heat are without a couple key players in this game. Missing Steven Basso. Here's a shot. Goal! Thiago Freitas. Time of the goal, 6 minutes, 58 seconds. And Chiago, his first goal of the game from right at the top of the arc, finds the bottom right corner. 5th of the season for Chiago, makes it 5-3. As I had started to say, Lucio Gonzaga and Steven Basso are out for the Heat. They give Neto the assist on that goal. Gonzaga serving his final game of his suspension. And Basso's been having some lower back issues. Disc in his back. As we've got an official timeout on the field, 7:58 to go in the third. Florida 5, Harrisburg 3. Back on the Heat Soccer Network.
Founded in 2004, Dacio Office Solutions is a locally owned, authorized Toshiba copier dealership with offices located all over central Pennsylvania. To be successful like the Heat, you need teamwork. To be successful in real estate, you need Chris Timmons of Team Pete Realty. If you are buying, selling, or investing, Chris offers the knowledge, experience, and marketing strategies to assure success. Call Chris today at 717-585-4526 or Chris the Realtor for you at gmail.com. From Times Square to your local community, from local sports to international conventions, Invicta has changed the broadcast and video landscape, bringing professional quality and service to organizations across the globe. Through professional, college level, and local sports, festivals, competitions, parades, and telethons, conferences, and commercials, Invicta is bringing the power of video to more people and markets than ever before. Have a project you need covered? Check out our website for more information. Invicta, providing affordable HD video solutions.
Restart coming up for Florida. They have a 5-3 lead. Couple unanswered goals there, and then Chiago able to score a few moments ago. Restart coming up. Arico sends it around. DePrima will clear it back out. Tropics lofting it high in the air, down into the right corner. Working around again. Montelaris in the neutral zone, sends it over to the far side. Gets a little help from Purdue. Purdue able to at least break it up to get it over to Kerstetter. Back in his own end. Ramos trying to clear it out, but again, Tropics come up with it. Near side is Salas. They'll play it down along the near boards. There's Diego's on it. You don't want him to have it. He's got 3 goals already. Salas again to the near side. Out in center circle, they're working around to the far side. Dos Santos up at the right point. Diego's, Salas. Off the glass, down the middle, shot wide. Another one, kick save by Hugo. Out of play, it'll be a kick in coming up for the Tropics. Quickly, Salas wants to restart things, but nice kick save there by Hugo. Two-man wall has got to back up. And the Tropics to restart. Salas will approach, he'll pull the trigger just wide, headed wide. Knocked down hard. Man, I'll tell you, just a quick little pop by Diego's. Almost got another one in there. It's Florida right now controlling the tempo. And the ball, 6:25 to go in the third, 5-3. He'd have got to stay in this one. Ball dumped down for Hall. They'll bring it out to the left point, now center point, and play it back out of midfield. Neutral zone, back and forth to Santos. Up for Hall, lets it go through into the corner. Hugo gets to it, chips it high in the air out of midfield. Texera will make a little run with it over on the far boards, but he has no help. Knocks it off the boards, and it's cleared back out to the neutral zone. Long pass down along the near boards. Rodriguez just outside the yellow line trying to play it to the corner, but Thiago intercepts it. And it's sent back to Hugo. Here comes Kerstetter, long pass off for Elmo Neto. All the way back to Hugo with the yellow. Leo Duarte, now Thiago in midfield. Tropics trying to keep that pressure up front with Rodriguez. And Schlemper. Here's Thiago. Working towards the yellow, playing it down in, gets it back. And all the way back to the keeper, Hugo. Dumped down into the corner again. Neto can't settle it, but it comes out front. D'Ambro with a hard shot, just a little high and wide. Let's see, D'Ambro, I meant DePrima. Thinking of Don D'Ambro, Clay Roberts, former coach and teammate in Philadelphia. Ramos on it at the right point. Playing it all the way out for DePrima. He'll leave it left side to Santos. DePrima near side, Leo Duarte. Duarte working across the yellow line, trying to get to Neto at the top. Back out it goes to Kerstetter. Thiago down for Neto, trying to turn along the left corner. Sliwa comes over and knocks it to the side, cleared back up the field. Now Kerstetter trying to pass it. Gets partially deflected, and again the Tropics come away with it. Marco Rodriguez. Long pass, no one home. Kerstetter comes up with it, trying to get away from Franca. Sends it back to Hugo, and Hugo on it again. Telling everybody to move forward. Thiago sends it back to him. Up the near side it goes. Ramos. Over onto the far side. Chantel. Now Thiago. Thiago trying to get something moving, happening. Douglas dos Santos. Chantel in the neutral. Up for Texera near the top of the arc. Pokes it back out. Dos Santos. Near side Ramos. Down the corner for Texera. The team captain tries playing it back out, but has it blocked. Sent all the way back to the keeper, Hugo Silva. Hugo looking for someone to send it to, now dumping it all the way down into the left corner. Now we'll get the pushing foul whistled against Elmo Neto. Trying to get that positioning, and he got caught. 5-3 Florida. Tropics bringing it right up the middle again, and up and out of play from Anthony Arica. It'll be a goal kick. Restart coming up for Harrisburg. Kerstetter. Thiago trying to guard it, but again, Florida pushing back into the heat zone. Hugo long pass up the near side. Fabian. Now Kerstetter. Out for Thiago. Thiago working it around near side. Chantel. Thiago tapping it forward, but cleared back out again. Hall going forward, gets bumped down. It'll be a foul against Chantel. Marcus Chantel with his Heat team the last few seasons. They just have not been able to get it together this season. Injuries have certainly taken their toll. Got off to a good quick start. It was a rough December. Couple losses there to Monterey and Syracuse. Ball sent out to the neutral zone. Hall gets kicked. The play continues as it goes back to the Heat zone, and now they'll blow the whistle as Ty Hall kind of got kicked in the midsection. We've been seeing a lot of that here the last couple nights. 1:12 to go in the third. 5-3 is our score in favor of Florida. Hall appears to be okay. He'll go catch his breath on the bench. 2-goal lead right now for the Tropics. Florida has had its share of some teams over the years in indoor soccer. We certainly hope that the Tropics prosper and do well, and hope you fans here in Florida support the team. We have watched over the years, in fact dating back into the 80s, Jacksonville, Tampa, Lauderdale. We played one season, there was a game, a neutral site game that was played in Daytona. Now you folks in Lakeland have an indoor soccer team. Get your friends, get your neighbors, get the kids out and enjoy their games. The next one, Friday, February 9th, Harrisburg, playing at the Florida Tropics. So the restart, still waiting for a ball. I don't think anyone knows who's got one. First, I think he threw 2 in, then he threw 2 out. Restart coming up for Brad Kerstetter there at the left point. He'll leave it behind Chiago. Make that Ramos. Far side, now gets double teamed. Pokes back out to the neutral zone. Kerstetter setting it up to the near side. Little pushing going on, no whistle blowing. Danny DePrima. Now Leo sending it down for Ramos. Ramos in the corner, back out in front of his bench. Chiago, 28 seconds to go here in the third. Florida comes up with another steal. Too long of a pass. Down in the left corner, shot and a save. Freddie Mugent putting one on Hugo. He'll quickly toss it up the middle. Chiago gets free, 2-on-1. Chiago left side tries, crossing it over to the right where he knew he had Neto, and it gets deflected out of play. 9 seconds to go in the third. Restart coming up for the Heat in the left corner. Will they talk about it or not? Chiago looking. Holding. Now plays it left side. Shot just high and wide to the right by Dos Santos. But touched out by Florida. Kick in for the Heat again. Right point of the Florida zone. Restart here. Chiago crossing it, but intercepted. Nice read right up the middle, and with 1 second to go, won't be in time, but Anthony Arico with a nice read at intercepting that pass. We'll step out as we head to the fourth. Florida Tropics 5, the Harrisburg Heat 3, back on the Heat Soccer Network.
Founded in 2004, Dacio Office Solutions is a locally owned, authorized Toshiba copier dealership with offices located all over central Pennsylvania. To be successful like the Heat, you need teamwork. To be successful in real estate, you need Chris Timmons of Team Pete Realty. If you are buying, selling, or investing, Chris offers the knowledge, experience, and marketing strategies to assure success. Call Chris today at 717-585-4526 or christherealtor4you@gmail.com. Freedmont Mortgage helps you minimize stress in the home purchase process and helps you make the absolute right decision. Freedmont Mortgage has set the standard for trust, honesty, and integrity in the industry for nearly 2 decades. As one of the oldest licensed mortgage firms in the Mid-Atlantic area, they have the experience and the reputation to assist homeowners and home buyers in a variety of situations. Trusted Property Group helps customers sell their home or purchase a home for investment through superior customer service. Want to heat up your next event? JP Lilly has been your hometown audio, video, and lighting partner since 1928. With industry-leading equipment and service, you'll win every time. JP Lilly, transforming ideas into experience. From Times Square to your local community, from local sports to international conventions, Invika has changed the broadcast and video landscape, bringing professional quality and service to organizations across the globe. Through professional, college level, and local sports, festivals, competitions, parades, and telethons, conferences, and commercials, Invika is bringing the power of video to more people and markets than ever before. Have a project you need covered? Check out our website for more information. Invika, providing affordable HD video solutions.
Back in Harrisburg, John Wilsbach with you. 5-3 is our score in favor of the Florida Tropics. This Florida team travels up to Syracuse for a game tomorrow against Syracuse. Battle for second place. As we get set to restart once again. See what the shots were here through 3 quarters. Florida 13, Harrisburg 11 total shots. Not a lot. Both teams with 6 fouls. Time for the Heat to come alive, and Chantel will blast one up into the upper deck. It'll be a goal kick for Florida. Chantel coming to Harrisburg a few seasons ago from Syracuse. Want to be closer to the Washington, D.C. area where he had been living. But he is a Brazil native. Heat protecting the ball to Prima, getting it back to Hugo. Ball sent up the near side by Hugo, out of play. Mistake there. It'll be a restart coming up at the top of the arc. And another opportunity here for the Tropics on a restart. Pereira will restart things. He'll step out of the way, and a shot right down the slot by Mugin is blocked. And the ball comes all the way back in midfield and goes out of play. It'll be a kick-in coming up for Florida right at midfield near side. Ball chipped all the way down into the corner. Freddie Mugin on it there. Plays it out near the top of the arc. Was trying to get it to Pereira, but the Heat able to clear it back out. Stevo on it. He'll dump it down to the right corner. Loose along the right wing boards. Leo gets pushed down from behind. They whistle the foul. Freddie Mugin, restart for the Heat. Sent out to the neutral zone. Fabian will send it all the way back to the keeper, and Hugo will send it back out of midfield. Left side, a little slow in transition for the Heat to get back, but Salas can't keep control. Harrisburg has it. Sent up the middle. Neto, near side. Here comes Kerstetter. Down along the near boards. Neto trying to spin toward the corner off the boards to the middle, but it gets past Kerstetter. It was right there near him. Just wasn't in the right place. But a good opportunity that time, setting things up. Ramos out of midfield, Dos Santos. Near side, Chiago. Chiago's going to leave it. Douglas Dos Santos. Neto trying to cross it, but it's blocked and cleared out. Ramos again, he'll go off. Playing a near side for Chantel. He'll chip it down in the corner. High bounce, nice header, settled by Neto. Out for Douglas Dos Santos. Out of midfield, Chantel. Chantel near side for Neto. He is so smooth with that ball. Excellent foot skills and control. Neto with 3 goals in the last 2 games. Chantel playing it down. Neto again. Left wing boards. Brings it out to the left point. Now Fabian all the way out in midfield. 12:08 to go in the fourth. Chantel trying to make a run down that right side. Takes a shot wide left. Ty Hall clears it out. Dos Santos on it again. The Heat down by 2. Back-to-back home games in February for the Heat. Hope you join us for those. February 23rd and 24th. Here's Kerstetter. Near side, Leo. Long pass over to Texera. Right wing boards. Neutral zone, Chiago. Back to Kerstetter. Leo Duarte again. Trying to send it in for Val Texera. He keeps it alive, but they're going to call him for a foul. Got part of the leg of Anthony Arico, and they call him for tripping foul. Otherwise, he would have probably caught back up to that ball a few feet away and had a nice shooting opportunity from the wing. This time it's sent all the way back to the other end. Anthony Arico brings it all the way out to the neutral zone. Plays it back in midfield. Montelaris leaving it over on the far side. Dumped all the way down into the corner. Diegas sends it around, and no one home for the Tropics as Texera's trying to move his teammates up. It's like, I've got this back here. Get going. Let me have someone to pass it to. Chiago on it in midfield. Far side, Neto. He'll step into the right point, but has his pocket picked by Pereiras. And a goal! Great hustle by Douglas Dos Santos and Neto. Staying in the fight over there on that right side. And the Heat are back within 1. Dos Santos able to keep it alive, and that ball bounced back to Neto. Look at this hustle there. Dos Santos coming down and knocks over. Neto just kind of hanging out and finishes it off. Time of the goal, 4:38. Neto's second of the game, 13th of the season. Dos Santos will get the assist, and it's 5-4. Neto keeping the Heat in this. Still plenty of time in this game. Ball sent down into the corner. Freddie Nugent leaves it, sent to the middle, gets deflected, and on the ground, Hugo's able to grab on. Kerstetter brings it outside the yellow line, playing it near side. The Heat in comeback mode away from the play. We're going to get a blue card possibly on the far side. Neto getting knocked down. But who are they going to call it on? Anthony Orico was there guarding him. And no one really saw what was going on away from the ball. But they call the penalty on Orico. They're going to give it dual penalties. Both. So, Neto and Orico both getting penalties. That will even it out. And now we'll be playing the next 2 minutes with a 4v4 as Neto and Orico having some words down in the penalty boxes. So now we got pushing, boarding, tripping. And they're going to call it pushing. Time of the penalties, 5:25 of the fourth. So now for the next 2 minutes, it's going to be a 4v4 instead of a 5-on-5. And sometimes that can significantly change the tempo. Some teams love that 4v4 instead of 5-on-5. We're going to have a drop ball in the neutral zone. And it pops loose, and Chiago comes up with it. He gets pulled down over on the far side. Free kick for the Heat. Grab there by Rodriguez. Ramos playing it to the near side. Leo. 4-on-4. There is no power play. Both teams a man short. Ramos trying to get to it to the right side. Working top of the arc. Shot just wide. Ball bounces out of play. What a rip. Ramos had an earlier goal for the Harrisburg Heat. And almost tied it up there. Ball sent up the middle of the field. Chiago comes up with it. Works towards the yellow. Steps in. Crosses it to the far side of Ramos. He'll play it all the way back to Hugo. 1:18 on the 4v4. And center circle. Leo Duarte. Back for Kerstetter. Heat changing up player by player. Al Fabian back for Kerstetter. Setting it all the way up for Danny DePrima. At the right point, DePrima. Back for Chantel. Chantel trying to make a run along the boards, gets crunched hard. There's a blue card. Chantel got boarded, and now it will be a 4v3. A 2-minute power play coming up for the Harrisburg Heat. Now it'll be a 4v3 for 44 seconds. And then you'll have a minute 16 where it will be a 5v4 if there's no scoring. Teixeira is called. 2 minutes for boarding and a chance now for the Heat to tie this game. Here's the 4-on-3. Dos Santos, center point. Chiago, top of the arc, shot saved. Sliwa right there where he had to be. Quickly distributes it back down the near side. Here comes Pereiras at the right point. Just trying to burn some clock off, makes a shot that's blocked. And Chiago comes up with it. 20 seconds remaining on the 4v3 before it becomes a 5v4. Ramos, left side, center point, Chiago. Left side, Ramos. He'll work toward the left corner. Sends it around the boards. Shot just wide. DePrima follow-up shot wide. Right side, Chiago chips it up and out of play. Oh, so close, but yet so far. So now we have 2 seconds remaining on the 4v3, and it will be then a minute 16 on the 5v4. We've got timeout midway through the fourth. It's Florida 5, Harrisburg 4. Back on YouTube and the Heat Soccer Network.
Founded in 2004, Dacio Office Solutions is a locally owned, authorized Toshiba copier dealership with offices located all over central Pennsylvania. To be successful like the Heat, you need teamwork. To be successful in real estate, you need Chris Timmons of Team Pete Realty. If you are buying, selling, or investing, Chris offers the knowledge, experience, and marketing strategies to assure success. Call Chris today at 717-585-4526 or Chris the Realtor for you at gmail.com. Freedmont Mortgage helps you minimize stress in the home purchase process and helps you make the absolute right decision. Fremont Mortgage has set the standard for trust, honesty, and integrity in the industry for nearly 2 decades. As one of the oldest licensed mortgage firms in the Mid-Atlantic area, they have the experience and the reputation to assist homeowners and home buyers in a variety of situations.
Now the Heat are still in this one. Some great opportunities on that last little flurry with Danny DePrima, but could not find the net. Power play continues for the Heat. Coming into this game, the Heat just 33% on the power play, and Florida killing off 61%. High toss out in midfield, getting into Ty Hall, right along the near side, and then Ricardinho comes up with it. All right, so the earlier dual penalties are over, so now it's a 5-on-4 for the Heat. 1:03 remaining on the power play. Thiago trying to get it to Neto into the corner. Tropics clear it out to Ty Hall. He'll knock it forward. 50 seconds left on the power play for Harrisburg. Down by 1. Thiago, left side Neto, back for Thiago. Over onto the right side. Back for Thiago. Shot, Neto, just wide of that right post. Ricardinho at the right point. He'll pull the trigger, just wide. Oh, it bounced off Sliwa, hit that post right back into his hands. 20 seconds remaining on the Heat power play as the Tropics clear it one more time. 12 seconds on the power play. Thiago, left side, Neto, left corner, DePrima, Neto, left point, shot, save, Sliwa, cleared back out by the Tropics. Power play is over as Teixeira comes out of the penalty box. Teams are at equal strength, 6:10 to play in the fourth. It's 5-4 in favor of the Tropics. Hugo trying to get his team into position. Neto knocking it out with the chest to Thiago. Thiago Freitas. Left side, moves left corner, plays it to the middle, but it's blocked to the side. He'll get it back and send it out for Chantel. Thiago again, Neto, top of the arc, Thiago. Shot blocked, still loose, cleared back out on the far side. Orico comes up with it down that left side, moves towards the top of the box. Mujin shot, save, loose in front, swatted to the side by Hugo. He gets knocked down, and they will stop play. Freddie Mujin with an opportunity there in the middle. We'll see the replay on this and see what happens. Shot knocked down. Oh, foot to the head. Yeah, they should have called that a dangerous play right there when it happened instead of waiting to see him go down. But Orico got that foot up, getting Hugo as he was trying to go for the ball. That's an Excedrin moment. Denison Cabral comes out and checks on his keeper. You see it here. Knocked in the air and then a high swing of the foot by Orico. And Hugo just needs a moment. We've got 5:28 to go here in the fourth. 5-4, Florida leading Harrisburg. These two teams will meet in Lakeland. The RP Funding Center on Friday, February 9th. Florida fans, get your tickets for that game. And then they're back here in Harrisburg. Florida Tropics at Harrisburg, Friday, February 23rd, 7:35 start time as Hugo is up, appears to be okay. Well, as much as you can be okay after getting kicked in the face. For Harrisburg Heat tickets, just go to harrisburgheat.com or call 540-HEAT. 5:28 to play. John Wills back with you at the New Holland Arena in the Fremont Mortgage Field. Restart here. Hugo, near side Dos Santos. Teams are at equal strength. Chantel on the far side. Hugo sending it down for Texera. Left corner around the boards, but knocked wide. Comes out to Prima. Shot it just wide right. Mugin on it. Clears it back out to the neutral zone. Little foot race there. Rodriguez tries coming up with it, but Dos Santos able to get it back to Hugo. Thiago on it. This is going to be an exciting finish here at the Farm Show tonight. Thiago over onto the far side. Trying to get it to Texera. Leo Duarte comes up with it. Ramos sends it back out. Thiago. Kerstetter in the front half of the field with Thiago on the right point. Thiago Freitas. Now Leo Duarte. Fakes, works in to the left side. Thiago down in the left corner. Tries poking it along the boards, but it's cleared back out front by the Tropics. Buckling down as much as they can. The Heat are picking up the pressure here in their zone. Salas on it, has it stolen away. Ramos back on it again. The Heat are going to probably get that 6th attacker jersey ready soon. Now Kerstetter with it. Over to Chantel outside the yellow. He'll chip it all the way down. Neto settles it. Left corner. Plays it off to himself out to the left point. Circles around and shoots it just wide right. Trying to hook that baby in, but couldn't. Comes all the way back to Hugo. Here comes Thiago with 3:20 to go. Now Neto. Back out in the neutral zone. Tropics pushing out with the pressure from Rodriguez. Thiago Freitas working towards the yellow line. Works across the yellow. Leaves it. Dos Santos moves to the wing. Shot blocked up and out of play by Monteleros. Restart for the Heat. Left wing, left corner boards. We'll call it the left wing boards. Thiago has Dos Santos and Chantel out front. And wants a timeout to talk about this. Some situations like this, you might want to go to the 6th attacker when you get that restart down the corner or on the wing, and they might just do that with 3 minutes to go here in the 4th. Down by 1. And the Heat in desperate need of a victory here tonight to have any chance to remain in a possible playoff race with this Florida team and Syracuse. And Florida's in Syracuse tomorrow. That'll be a great battle. The Harrisburg Heat back home February 23rd and 24th. Mascot night on that Friday, and then the Saturday, Al Texera's retirement ceremony. Clay Roberts trying to solidify the defense for his team down the stretch. Roberts was one of those big rugged defensemen in indoor soccer with the Philadelphia Kicks. Liked guarding the big tough guys. Had to do it in practice. They had Big old 6'7", 6'8" Sean Boney on that team in Philadelphia. The Trinidad and Tobago. Must have been fun to try to guard in practice. Florida's going to come out defensively. They've got Ty Hall out there. Is Schlemper out there? I believe so. Montelaris. The Heat to restart with Kerstetter. Plays it all the way out in the neutral zone. Too far for the sixth attacker, Chiago. But the Heat are with the sixth attacker here. Hugo is on the bench right now. DePrima, Ricardinho sends it around the boards. Easy pickup for Sliwa. He'll toss it high in the air. Headed by DePrima, getting it to Ricardinho. Back for DePrima. Here comes the sixth attacker again. Chiago taps it over to the right side to Prima. Right corner, Ricardinho. Back out, Chiago. He'll play it to the left side. Neto letting it bounce a couple times, crosses it over to DePrima. He'll pull the trigger to save right on Sliwa. Knocked it down and held on. Now he wants a timeout. DePrima had those couple opportunities a few minutes ago too. Right down in the box and popped him wide. That was a rocket shot. But again, unable to get it through. 2:03 to go in the fourth. 5-4 is our score. Let's run down that scoring for you because it started by Dieguez, and Neto tied it at 1. Diego's at the end of the first made it 2-1. In the second late, Schlemper made it 3-1 at halftime. Moved to the third, Ramos made it a 3-2 game, still in favor of Florida, but Dieguez opened it up 4-2. Then Mugen made it 5-2, but the Heat battled back midway through the third with one from Chiago. And then early in the fourth, Neto, 5-4 is where we're at. And the Heat with a sixth attacker trying to tie this game. It'll be a restart coming up for Florida. Goal kick. And here we go. Sliwa with a long toss down the near side. Now the neutral zone. Tropics holding on. Playing it back to their own zone. The keeper comes all the way out. And dangerously out of position, taps it over to the far side. Here's one trying to get up the middle. Orica has it stolen away by Ricardinho. Now to Dominic Francis. Back in midfield, Dos Santos, and now the sixth attacker, Chiago. Over onto the right side. Ricardinho, near side, Dos Santos. Neto. Back out Chiago with 1:20 to play in the game. Down by 1. Dos Santos shot high and wide. Comes back out. DePrima, right point. That gets deflected. Knocked along the board. Sliwa trying to kick it back out front. DePrima trying to get to it. Got tripped up. It'll be a foul. No blue card. Just a foul. But a restart coming up for the Harrisburg Heat. Noriko does not like the call. Let's see what happens here because DePrima running for the ball. Yeah, that's a great call. That was a trip. In fact, from behind. So, a good call as we get some heated discussion. But Dustin Killick, the referee, making the call on that, and it is absolutely the right call. You saw DePrima coming forward for the ball, and he got tripped up. A restart coming up here for the Harrisburg Heat. Ricardinho. He's got Dos Santos out front, and the sixth attacker, Chiago, opposite side. He'll approach. He'll play it. Chiago, top of the arc. Shot blocked by Ty Hall. Dos Santos getting it to Neto. His shot takes a Small skid right to Sliwa, who distributes it all the way down the near side and bounces out of play. 59 seconds to go in the fourth. The Heat get the ball back again. Here comes Chiago. Playing it down to Neto. His shot gets blocked. Ball comes out. Chiago. Right side to Prima. Chiago. Over into the right corner. Ricardinho to Prima. 37 seconds. Down by 1. Chiago. Right corner. Ricardinho pulls the trigger wide. In the middle. Francis got a piece of it. That was blocked. Arico able to clear it back out, but Francis comes up with it along the boards. He got tripped up in a blue card. Oh, they're pulling the card on Florida with 25 seconds to go, and the Heat down by 1. And once again, it's Arico coming in with those tackles and a 2-minute power play coming up for the Heat. If this happens, I should say if the Heat can tie it. Should just pretty much just say it's a 25-second power play, because they're going to need to tie it up using that power play. It won't carry into overtime unless they tie it up, and then it's gone. So the remainder here, power play for the Heat. Time of the penalty, 14:35. Now what are they doing? Chiago takes off the 6th attacker. Hugo Silva comes all the way up at midfield. 24 seconds to go. And he's going to blast one up and out of play. And the crowd in disbelief is like, what are you doing? Keep in mind, Silva has a goal this season. .21 seconds to go in regulation. The Heat on the power play, but Florida with the ball. And the Tropics lead by 1. Glad to have you along here on the MASL Soccer Network and YouTube. And the Heat Soccer Network and the Florida Tropics. Watch as one goes out of play off the Heat again with 17 seconds. Slowly working those seconds off the clock. Restart for the Tropics here. Meanwhile, Hugo stays out there in net. Dos Santos knocking the ball up for Chiago. Getting it back to DePrima. 10 seconds to go. Quick pass up for Ricardinho. Hugo's going to move forward. 5 seconds. Ricardinho, right side to Prima. Hugo moves forward. Down to the left side, and time expires. Too much passing. Not enough shooting in the final seconds, and the Florida Tropics hold on against a late power play and win this game 5-4. And the Heat, for the most part, will not be seeing playoffs this season, as Harrisburg slips to 5-12 on the season. Let's run down the scoring in this contest as the Tropics played hard. Diegas was the man right there 50 seconds into this contest. But then the Heat getting one back a little bit later on from Neto right here as it bounces to him. He turns and puts it in and ties the game at 1. Move late in the first. And Diego's again on this restart. Ball pops around, and there it is. Diego's restart, putting it in 2-1. And Schlemper with a score late in the second. Makes it 3-1 halftime. Finding that bottom left corner of the net. Move into the third, the Heat. And Ramos blasting one, top shelf. Made it 3-2, but again, Florida comes back. Who is it? Diegas into the net with a hat trick. And the Heat respond back after this goal by Mujan. He gets it right in the middle with the heel kick and nicely puts it in midway through that third. Watch that. Right heel. Man, so quick on the release. But Chiago gets the Heat back in it with a goal here. 6:58 to the third. So nice. Chiago finding that bottom right corner. And then the Heat with Neto at 4:38 of the fourth. As Hugo makes some nice saves. Here's the one where it bounces out to Neto at the right side, and he puts it top shelf. Makes it a 5-4 game, but that's going to be as close as the Heat could do. They could not tie this up. They had some opportunities. They got the penalties, had the power play, and unfortunately just could not get that final one into the net to tie this contest up. And they had some opportunities down the stretch, but unfortunately come away with a loss. Well, Florida Tropics now 8-6 on the season as they head to Syracuse for a big battle, second place tomorrow. And the Heat slip once again, as Harrisburg is now 5-12 on the season. Peter Sliwa gets the victory in net. He's 7-3 on the season. And again, the loss goes to Hugo Silva, as he is now 5-10. One other game tonight in the MASL, Tacoma at Sonora. That's a late start, so we don't have that for you. Just check out MASLsoccer.com. We are back home here in February 23rd, a Friday night against Florida. Saturday, February 24th, against Syracuse. And this Heat team is in Florida. Friday, February 9th. Go to the respective websites of both teams to get your tickets for those games. I want to thank my staff and crew here tonight. Thank you for tuning in. Hope you join us again. We'll see you in a month here at the New Holland Large Arena at the Farm Show Complex at Fremont Mortgage Field. But unfortunately, the Harrisburg Heat losing back-to-back nights. Final score of the Florida Tropics 5 and the Harrisburg Heat 4. John Wilsbach thanking you for joining us on MASL Soccer on YouTube and the Heat Soccer Network.